Hey everyone, Victoria Waco. I am upstairs in my office. And yes, you can tell I am a pro wrestling fan and I'm also Mrs. New York American 2024. But today we're here to talk about Raw last night. And I feel like this is going to be a quick review. So we opened the night with like a pretty awesome thing. CM Punk. We got CM Punk at the start of the show. We got him for like 2 minutes at the end of the last show. However, I am like fully on board with CM Punk being probably one of the best promos there are in wrestling now, maybe ever. I mean, there's some great promos in the past too, but he's just like a wizard on that mic. This was not his finest moment. It seemed like disjointed at points and like he forgot his train of thought or he forgot the buzzwords he was supposed to throw in. I don't know what was going on, but it wasn't that great of a promo. It was saved by the chaos of the run-ins and all that for sure. But what did you think? Am I being too hard? Like, it wasn't horrible, but it just wasn't like, I'm expecting a CM Punk promo. I'm expecting fire to like shoot out of his mouth or something. I don't know. So yeah, we're getting more stuff with that. We have his lack of trust. That was kind of built out throughout the storyline, but we're not going to get that match until Saturday night's main event, which is in 2 weeks, in a week? Who like put these PLEs so close together? Granted, Saturday night's main event isn't a true PLE. You get what I mean, but like who is stacking these events so close together? Because it's not smart, in my personal opinion. But what do I know? I'm not a billionaire. I just watched the show. There were some matches last night that were decently good. Penta was great. War Raiders was a great match. Like it wasn't a bad show, but I spent a lot of the show like actually forgetting what the main event was. Because there was nothing throughout this show, and this is my biggest complaint about last night's show, that like built up the stakes for that main event, right? Like traditional TV, right? Like there's a formula, and the formula has to deal with segments throughout the show that remind you and are building to the main event. I didn't remember recalling even seeing Rhea Ripley until that main event. Now, if I'm wrong, like if I stepped out for a minute, because again, it wasn't keeping my attention, and they did some really cool backstage thing with her and Io, like please correct me because I could be wrong, but I feel like that's to me what that show was missing. The main event itself was fine. It wasn't a bad main event. Roxanne didn't even get her like entrance on television. Like they showed like her partner came out. That was really cool, the whole garb. But then, like, they come back. Io's walking out and she's already in the ring. Like, there wasn't that much on this show. You're telling me you couldn't have trimmed one of those video packages to let Roxanne get an actual, like, walk to the ring on the main event of Raw, the first time she's ever main evented Raw. And then we saw Rhea, and, like, I was super excited. I missed Rhea again. She's amazing. She's a superstar. We all know that. But like I didn't buy the stakes of this match because she hasn't been around for a week. And yes, she was in, Australia doing promo and stuff. But like drop a social media package. Drop something at the beginning of the show with her. Like anything, people. I was just very frustrated by that. The match itself was really good. My one concern, and I think this is because they were working with more greener talent, let's say. I mean, more Roxanne than probably anyone else. And someone's going to yell at me like, they've been wrestling for years. But, like, to be in the main event spot on Raw is, like, a big deal. It's the first time they're doing this ever. They're not as well known. I do not watch NXT that much, so they're not as well known to me. Roxanne a little bit more because she's been on more. That as like a casual viewer of the show, it felt at points very choreographed, which is odd to me because I don't feel like Rhea Ripley's matches come off like that normally. But there were a couple spots it felt very much like they were waiting for the next spot. I will say Io and Rhea both sell amazing, so like it could just be me like poking holes in this match because I was not happy with it. But that was my personal opinion. One of my main highlights of last night was Becky Lynch's promo. It was fabulous. Personally, I think it was fabulous. I think it was great. Loved it. And also Gunther and Jey Uso. I liked all that in-ring stuff with them. I liked the face-off. Jay's a freaking star. Like, if there was a moment last night that someone felt like big and important and like the star, it was when Jey Uso came out. And it usually is. But those were my highlights. What did you think? Am I being too hard on this show? Am I being too hard on CM Punk and on the main event? Because maybe I really am. But I would love to have your opinions. Let's talk in the comments. I'll be back on Saturday morning for my review of SmackDown. No, you did not miss it. I did not do a review of Backlash. If you guys still want it, let me know. I just ran out of time this weekend. So have a great day. Bye.